It is May 26th. Yes, sorry. I can tell if it was a 6 or 8. May 26th at almost 9. And I am 111 pages into the Two Towers, and I am enjoying this. You know, similar. We haven't gotten to Frodo or Sam yet, which hopefully we get to them soon. But it's great to just see more detail and more everything than what you already get in the movies, which is already so great in my opinion. Obviously that's why I love those movies so much and the reason why I wanted to read the books. But yeah, a lot of songs, which I will be honest, I kind of skimmed through. I don't know if that's like treacherous, but yeah, I mean, I love our characters. I love the way that we get to see more of their abilities and their camaraderie and their sense of honor. It's just great. It's a really fun story that I am like digging myself into, and I'm just reminded so much of why I love this fantastical world and tale. Hola, hola. It is Sunday, May 30th at like 8:20, and I am pretty far into the Two Towers, and I'm enjoying it a lot more now than I was. I still was before, but I am more into it now like I was into the Fellowship of the Ring basically throughout. It just took me a little bit longer. Like it took me around to the time when we like started seeing the Ents and Saruman and all that. So I now I'm like fully in. We're following Sam and Frodo and Gollum, trying to get the ring to, you know, its destination, its final end. And yeah, I mean, I love the sense of adventure. I love these characters. Sam is just a sweetheart. Yeah, actually, I feel like I don't like Frodo is our main character, but we don't really get a lot of him. We get more of everybody else, which is fine. Which I guess also makes me think like I don't care about Frodo as much as everybody else. Like I understand his role and I understand the significance of it, and I understand that like he has the task. But I wonder if we're just seeing so much, like even the parts now where we're following them, it's mostly through Sam, and we're seeing Sam and his suspicions of Gollum and how he's noticing that Frodo is very weak, and he's just trying to be like the best buddy and friend and companion. And so yeah, I just feel like Frodo's just kind of there. But yeah, I'm still loving it. Tolkien's writing is really not going to be for everybody because there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of world, there's a lot of different things, but to me it just adds to the magic. It feels very like old fantasy, and now that I'm into it, like I just want to continue to read it and stuff like that. So I should be done with it. I would like to finish it today or tomorrow. I would like to finish it in May, so that at least I can get one of the two read in the month that it was supposed to be, that they were in my TBR. But we'll see. Pride is next month, and I have some really big chunky books. So and some of them are already out through the library, and I don't think I'll be able to renew it just because of the wait. So I wonder if I'll have to take a pause. I wanted to read them one right after the other. Like right as I finish Two Towers, go right into Return of the King, and I wonder if I might have to take a one or two book break in between, and then come back maybe like in the middle of June or something. So I guess you'll see as the vlog progresses.
Suddenly they felt no more near right hand. They could see very little. Great black shapeless masses of deep grey shadows moved above them and about them, but now and again a dull red light flickered up under the valley.
Hello everybody, it is May 31st, it's the last day of May. It is 10:20 in the morning. I'm just making some coffee. I was able to finish the Two Towers last night. Oh no, the battery's about to die. I really enjoyed it. 4 stars. I'm gonna watch the movie right now, or today.
Look, the smoke
So the narrative is different in the movie than in the book. In the book, we don't get to Sam and Frodo until like halfway through, and in the movie, we start with them. But I feel like I love these movies because they really get such a good, just like the feel of the books is so well captured. I think. I think the narrative choices so far have made sense. Yeah, I think these are just great adaptations. To be honest, they're probably my favorite, like movie adaptations that I've seen, book to movie adaptations that I've seen thus far. I think the only ones that I feel get that same sort of thing where they feel like the books is like the first Harry Potter, maybe the first Hunger Games. But yeah, no, I absolutely love these movies and I love these books. I think they're just everything about the world and the fantasy and the magic and the characters is some of the best characters. So, anybody else at times have difficulty seeing him as anything other than the guy from The Matrix?
So at last, Faramir and Eowyn and Meriadoc were laid in beds in the houses of Ely, and there they were tended well. Although all lords...
I can't wait until I finish this and rewatch the movie because so in the movie, Faramir takes Sam and Frodo back. In the book, they're taken Frodo is taken prisoner in Mordor. So right now, like, Sam has the ring. I don't remember any of this being in the movie, so I just want to see like how they how these things differ and how, like, what it's gonna look like for Sam having the ring and like putting it on. I feel so bad for Faramir. His dad is such an asshole. Lady Eowyn is convinced to love another man very quickly. This book is a lot shorter than I thought. I happened to flip through the ending and most of it is appendices and maps and stuff. But we're back at the end now. They've returned to the Shire. And I don't think that the movie goes into detail about what they have to do when they get to the Shire and how things have changed. I think it like alludes to it, but I don't think it goes into detail about all the things that they had to do and the way that I guess Frodo's gonna have to deal with the other Bagginses that they didn't really get along with and stuff. So I should be done pretty soon, like maybe within an hour or so, and then I will start watching the movie. It's still pretty early in the day. It's like 12:30 on a Sunday, the 17th, 18th. So I should be able to watch the movie as well, and then I'll be done. I'll have finished The Lord of the Rings. It's exciting. And finally tick off one of those like fantasy Bucket list items. I finished. I finished it. Yay. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed my time with it. It was so fun. It was so nice. It was such a nice ending. I love Sam. Definitely different than I'm pretty sure the movie was. But we're about to see because I'm about to put it on. Yeah, I mean, you just get such a great sense of adventure and world. I mean, it's so expansive. It's so detailed. It really just transports you to that world. So I guess maybe because in the book, The Return of the King is shorter, they shifted some of the things from the Two Towers onto Return of the King. Like, isn't all of the Treebeard stuff finished in the Two Towers? Yes. Yes, it is. I just reopened Return of the King, and Pippin is on his way to Minas Tirith with Gandalf. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense because this one was a shorter, I think, read. Ooh, she want that king. Sorry, miss. He's spoken for. So I like that in the movie we get to see more of Aragorn's like dealings with the army of the dead. Like we get a lot of him leaving and how, you know, it like upsets everybody, and this chick is upset that he leaves and she wanted to go with him and blah 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 blah. But I feel like we don't get as much of him like actually talking to them and convincing them to join and all that stuff, unless I totally zoned out through that entire part of the book. But anyway. We are taking a break from previously scheduled programming for sleep. If I keep watching, it won't finish until almost 1 a.m. because I started super late, of course. So we will continue this mañana. Is there a better best friend than Samwise? I don't know. I can't think of any. Psst. Psst. Hello. Psst. Hey. Hey. All right, fine. Yes, it is the next day because I had to go to sleep last night. But all in all, I love these movies. I love these movies since I first saw them. I love them still. I think they hold up. I love these books. They were so great. I mean, you really understand why they're like fantasy classics and why they're on so many people's must-reads. They're fun. They just have amazing characters. They have great action sequences. There's just so much world sense that you're getting, but a part of something that is so much larger and that you probably could have written just dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of books on. I find it accessible. I find it fun. And if you like fantasy and you want to sort of tick off one of those classics that has inspired so many after it, then by all means, give it a shot. I'm so excited that I finally read them. Thank you for sticking it through with me. We'll see what I pick up next. As far as fantasy, I don't have that much left on my TBR, on my physical TBR, but I do intend to pick up a lot more science fiction and fantasy, especially because I've started watching a lot more science fiction and fantasy booktubers, which of course what always happens when you start to watch booktubers who read specifically from one type of genre is that your TBR just tends to increase exponentially, doesn't it? So be on the lookout for more reading vlogs. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. I love you all very much.